Hello everyone, my name is Ruku and you're joining me yet again for another beer review. And this time I'm going back to America, the United States of America. This one is called Anchor Californian Lager. This is brewed in San Francisco because it tells us there. Brewed in San Francisco. Now, what strikes me the most is the fact that A, this is in such a small can, and B, I just love the bear. And American history tells me that the Californian animal is a bear. So that would explain why that's on there. So I like it, it's a cool touch. The bear then, the artwork, goes all the way around, so back legs, goes all the way around. And there he is. California's first genuine lager reborn. This comes in at 4.9 and is 12 fluid ounces. So I think in English terms that's, well, to me that just looks over a 330. So I'd say that's more of a sort of 440. Okay, so at first I was thinking Anchor. I've had Anchor Steam, and that was okay. Wasn't too infused. Now I'm going to try this Anchor Californian Lager. So I'm hoping that this is going to fare a hell of a lot better. Interesting, as I mentioned, it comes in this little tiny can. This is like what you'd find a soda in, or Coca-Cola. Don't be deceived by the small tin. This has good enough volume. The head is terrific. Bit big, but hey ho, it's the way I poured it. I poured it too quickly because I got excited. Yeah, foamy. Consistency of small, big bubbles, mostly small, I think, by looking at that. Good colour. I do apologise for the low lighting conditions today. Outside we have a very cloudy day, which looks like it's about to chuck it down of rain, so I think rain's due. But I'll describe what I can see the best to my ability. Carbonation, slow, steady. Colour, honey, it's sort of that dark honey colour. Head, good. Yeah, looks good. Right, on with the smells. Okay, to me it smells a little bit fruity in places. A bit grassy. Sweet. Like a sweet malt. Yeah, it's fruit. It's like a bit fruity, bit grassy, sweet malt. Yeah, smells kind of my lager. This is sort of, I can already tell this is going to be my sort of beer. So I'm quite looking forward to this. So without any further ado, let's commence drinking. Cheers. Okay, so first thing that gets me, and this is quite funny. Well, I generally think it is. It's a nice little trait. I don't know much of the history of any real American brewers, but what I do know is Anchor have made this tasting very similar to some of their previous ales. So you can tell, even if you're a novice like me, when it's coming to trying from the Anchor Brewery, you are going to know instantly that these are from the same brewers because the taste is very similar. The way that they have made it complex is very similar. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If I burp, it's a sign of a good beer. This then, it's getting onto that ale theme. It kind of gets there, but then stops halfway. So I'm thinking this is one of those ones that's like Lagunitas and previous Anchor Steam that kind of trick your taste buds. Starts off with that dry, grassy ale taste, and then you get like a sweet malt, borderline biscuity. But what grabs me is it's really gentle. The palate, on the palate it's gentle. Flavours are gentle. All flavours work well. Carbonation smooth. There's no real carbonation in the mouth, which I like. Head is slight bitter and a little bit dry. So you get the head, which is bitter and dry. Then you get the ale taste that comes in from like the sort of grassiness from the hops. You get that hop bite as well. Then it sort of goes into the mouthfeel, which is nice and smooth. You get a nice little bit of sweet malt coming in there just to round it off with. And then it kind of leaves you with going back to that ale taste where it's a little bit sort of semi-dry on the taste buds. But actually, I like this. This reminds me, as I've said before, of Lagunitas and the previous Anchor Steam beer that I had. So I quite like this. I think this is one of those beers that you're going to have to let your taste buds really appreciate the flavours. Something that's really going to have to adjust, because on first appearances you think it looks good, but to me personally it wasn't my taste the minute I tried it. But then when you let the flavours just mellow and flow, you get this awesomeness that comes through. The complexity of this beer is brewed well. You can tell they've taken time over this, and to be honest with you can really stand out with the hops, and that grassiness, that bitterness just comes through. And what's nice about it is they've added a tiny bit of sweet tune in there, just to keep both sides of the tongue working overtime. Your sweet and your sour, and they're confused. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? But other than that, this is a fantastic beer. I quite like this, and I knew instantly when I poured it that I'm going to like it. And yeah, I can't say that I don't, because I do. Fantastic. Yeah. There you go, fans. What I'm going to rate this is going to be a 9 out of 10. Straight off, 9 out of 10. Love it. Can't fault it. The only reason why I wouldn't give it 10 is just because of that familiar ale taste that comes through. Not a big lover of that, but if they just sweetened it up a little tiny bit more, then yeah, this would have scored a 10, no problem. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 9 out of 10 from the Anchor Californian Lager. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and join me next time when I'll be reviewing even more beers.